So maybe I'm just stuck in my ways. Old man yells at cloud. Oh, it's not the same room. Necromancer Garrus. Whoa, is that a snail in a skull? Uh-oh. Oh. Yeah, I shouldn't have tried to hide in the corner. So, hello, Necromancer Garrus. He looks really fed up with life. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like, I remember walking into, like, one of the physical game stores. And, you know, just next to any new release was, like, the official guide to that game, if it was a big enough game. And the staff would always try and, like, shill you the guidebook while you're buying the game. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? You're trying to make me waste my money on a guide for the game before I've even taken it home to see if I'd even get stuck on it. This is absurd. But yeah, why the no HP thing is like, I just find inflating your red bar on games really, really boring. You know, if I make a mistake, I want there to be consequences. So, that's why I do the never increasing my limit thing. Oh god. There's a consequence right there. The guy hit me and I'm dead. Alright. Yeah, if it was me, I'd be like, please cut out like the artwork from the book and show me the artwork, but I don't want to look at the guide. So it was accidentally revealed to me, because I never have any tips from like the Twitch TV chat, that I missed the entirety of the DLC in Dark Souls 1. Because, you know, I just played through the game and I didn't know it was there, but somebody like, preferably I'd never like to hear about anything that I miss. But it's something that I found out and now I can't unfind it out. But there's DLCs in Dark Souls 1, and I finished the game and played all the way through without ever discovering it. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna do New Game Plus of everything except for Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 3 is my most hated one so far. But we're definitely doing Dark Souls 1 again, so I can find that DLC. I'm looking forward to trying Dark Souls 2 again on New Game Plus, now that I know where to go in Dark Souls 2, because Dark Souls 2 made me really, really angry when I first played it. But the entire anger was based around the fact that I couldn't figure out where to go. And now that I know, I think Dark Souls 2 is my favourite one. Dark Souls 1, I didn't find the DLC for Dark Souls 1. I've missed it. I don't want to know how to find it as well. I just want to kind of preempt that. Like, please don't tell me the answer. I'm going to have so much fun looking for it. Because I'm like a really thorough look around the screen all the time guy. And I'm so puzzled about how I missed it. Like, I really did squint and look and, you know, write down notes as well in Dark Souls 1. I had this little, like, notebook where I kept little notes about Dark Souls 1 on my phone. So not looking up other people's information, but keeping my own notes on where I think things might be or what I should do next was a real passion of mine. Yeah, it should be good. I thought Dark Souls 1 was a fantastic game. Yeah. I definitely can't be too surprised at that, because I think if it was any kind of medium to easy find, I probably would have found it. I'm pretty good at looking around. I think Dark Souls 2 cheated me with the way that I couldn't figure out where to go, because I'm not really into kiting monsters around. I think that's kind of like unfair to like leash them and, you know, mess with their AI and stuff. And one of the solutions in Dark Souls 2 is that you have to drag enemies back to a previous room and kill them in a certain spot. So there's just no way I would have guessed it until it like suddenly popped into my head that maybe that's what you have to do. Very conflicted. Like, if anyone watches my Dark Souls 2 playthrough on YouTube, they would think that I'd hate the game. And then while I'm playing Dark Souls 3, I'm fondly reminiscing and thinking about how New Game Plus on Dark Souls 2 is going to be so much fun. And I really think it will be. Yeah, Dark Souls 2 is very different. And even if I get through this dungeon at this point, I'm not going to have any potions left for the last guy. Oh. And I might try and run past these and get into that boss room. I am... Graphically, I heavily modded Dark Souls 2. So Dark Souls 2 actually looks really impressive. And I've still got the install all installed. But like, you had to disassemble the exe and like repack it and do all sorts of crazy things. But you get this cool lighting engine where the lighting really matters. It's awesome. Yeah, I think running past these guys is going to be the trick. I don't mind running past guys that I've defeated once, I just don't like running past guys that I've never defeated before. Alright, let's do this thing. Let's defeat this man and his snail. Whoa! That spell does some decent damage. Right? I think it just hit me with 2 of the skulls out of like the 6 it fires. And I'm dead. But yeah, Dark Souls 2, I really fondly remember defeating the Foom Knight, both the Smelter Demons, and some of the other guys that was so difficult in Dark Souls 2. Really an accomplishment. Whereas in Dark Souls 3, the only fight that I'm really like, wow, that was an accomplishment, was finally defeating the 2 princes and Gale. Gale is the best fight in all of Dark Souls. My opinion so far. Love that thing. Oh, he's got more snails. Oh, no. camera, just turned around to look at the snails, and my block just wasn't facing his incoming attack. Yeah, I think someone did mention that there was DLC a coming, which I'm very thankful for. Although, really, wow. I guess with more hit points, you could run in and like really kill up this guy. But I'm having to play pretty carefully because I'm wondering if it's like a time based or whether the snail is there all along. I guess we'll find out. There's a lot of science involved in playing through the game with no extra hit points and not knowing what's going on. It took me far too long to figure out how to kill Yorim, the giant in Dark Souls 3. Man, my regulars were, you know, kind of waiting for me to solve that one. Oh, there's one big skull. Okay. Uh-oh. Come on, time out, guys. Oh, I need to cast another set. Oh, and again? This guy is such a git. Oh. Yeah, okay. Endlessly kiting skulls. Ouch. So, alright. Yeah, mine's kind of the opposite sort of channel, like, I'm the newbie streamer, but I want the least amount of tips possible. I want, like, absolutely zero gameplay advice. Like, I know sometimes people just want to say, oh man, like, you missed a corridor on the left that's got an item at the end of it, and I don't even want to know about that. Like, if I miss something, that's on me. Like, if I've missed it, I'm gonna have to play the game without it. But we have a lot of fun. I added like an animated like death counter on Dark Souls 1, and I think I died like, it's either 140 times or 400 times. I know there was something with the 4 in it. And then in Dark Souls 2, of course, you've got that monument that you can interact with to see how many times you've died. And we finished with like 1,400 deaths on Dark Souls 2. So there is a lot of me getting it wrong. I didn't even time it at all on Dark Souls 3, but I probably died 1,400 times trying to kill Gale in Dark Souls 3, and I loved every single second of it. Getting it wrong is just A-okay. I should go in with this, the Flask of Wonderful Physics. That's a good idea. Full mana. Interesting. Oh no, you don't. Snail number 2. Oh no. Stamina stunned. Deep. Oh, Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, he's spitting out little skulls. Oh, God, don't die. Why? Oh, 2 snails at once. Why? Oh, I have the worst luck. If I can run around them. Come on, come on, come on. Yes! Oh, nope. Maybe. Family heads, enemy felled, you died. Oh, that was brutal. Like, I didn't go for, like, the clutch kill. I don't know if you saw, but I took, like, the step back to go for the safe swing. And I took an amazing safe swing, and then it didn't, like... It didn't kill the snail just because he died, and I was surprised by that, and then it just clipped me, and then I died from the snail anyway, even though I went for the safe kill. Wow. That's much more to this than Elden Ring. Jeez. Like, I don't have too many fancy streaming like add-ons or bots or anything else to track my deaths. So it's all like manually counting in the editing stage, and I kind of got sick of editing my video for the death count in Dark Souls 1. Whoa. Yeah, thankfully I did finish counting out my deaths in Dark Souls 1, but I didn't really feel like doing it for Dark Souls 3. Hell of a lot of extra video processing time. Like, for a lot of people, like, if you're a big enough streamer, you've probably got, like, editors and things. But I'm kind of a one-man show when it comes to, like, making sure all my videos are cut and spliced for YouTube. So I keep all like these high quality recordings as well at the same time. I don't just use my streamer VODs for YouTube. I keep like a 4K recording. Ooh, a clip. Hey, it's a clip of us. Oh, here we go. There we go. I took the safe step and then killed. Oh man. I'm gonna put that up as like what's it called? Featured clip. It's a good featured clip right there. Yeah. But there was a moment where I could have just like taken the swing, and I took this one safe step back, and I thought that would be enough if it despawned all the clutter in the room when the boss died, but it didn't. Very, very disappointing. Let's try this guy again. Like I saw like a skitter on the water before he killed me. If he always does a grapple, I'm gonna get wrecked. We're safe from one hit with the flask. Let's give this a go. Let's see. Water skitter. There it is. Ah, damn. Gotcha. Ah. Yeah. I get into it sometimes, like defeating Foam Knight in Dark Souls 2 without ever increasing my health. I got to the point where I was just playing a perfect game. There's this other guy as well. He's in the Iron Keep memory, and he's like the guy that the Iron King hires to train his knights in like the kind of Eastern samurai techniques. He's called like the Alon Knight or the Alon tutor of the Alon Knights. He's that guy. And killing the tutor of the Alon Knights and the Foom Knight and both the different smelter demons. I got into the zone, killing all of them with like 9 vigor. Captain Alon, that's the guy. And I can't believe there's like video recordings that are nice and safe on the internet of me killing those guys. I'm so proud of me for getting to the stage where I beat them with like the 9 or 10 vigor that I had. So in Dark Souls 2, I decided to I banned myself from using anything that made the victory so easy in Dark Souls 1. Any equipment that I was used to, I wasn't allowed to use in Dark Souls 2, so it was playstyle wise. So I had a shield and spells in Dark Souls 1. So what I did was my Dark Souls 2 save, my only one that I played through, I'm not allowed any spells, and I'm not allowed to use a shield. So I'm like this two-handed barbarian type. So I have to roll each and every attack perfectly to win anything. Every boss fight is perfect rolled. Every encounter perfectly rolled, or I die. And I just love that the consequences are there. That if I don't do it right, I'm dead. So I think having no health bar makes Dark Souls way more fun. This is my personal opinion. Ah, damn. It's at this point that I was thinking about starting to run away to use a health potion to recover. But before I could actually take action, stabbity stab stab. This is tough. I reckon there's some way of seeing him while he's invisible. Like other than the skittering along the water. And the reason why I think that is that Dark Souls 2 actually has a very similar mechanic for the Queen's pets and the King's pets over in the Ice Capital. Elm Lois. That was an amazing zone. I think the Ivory King fight I don't like because you have NPCs with you, and so it ends up a little bit weird. Like I do all of these without any NPCs as well. Having to do that really long bit where the Ivory King has to be spawned. Bit of a bummer. Yeah, I had lots of fun there. So difficult. Died so many times. So much fun. I don't like the little Sonic the Hedgehog porcupine things in Elm Lois. Those guys are like meaner than a lot of the rest of the level. Yeah. There goes my one charge of invincibility. Ah, I knew he was there, and I took the swing, and it just didn't collide with it. Yeah. I think you know that the Ivory King is the big bad when he steps out of that portal, and he's just like, shut up. Took me a lot of attempts. I like the NPC invasions. I like the NPC invasions so much that Armorer Dennis, which is one of the invasion NPCs in Dark Souls 2, becomes the character that I make in Dark Souls 3. I play Dark Souls 3 as Armorer Dennis. I name the character that at the start, and, I tell all my regulars that's what I'm going to do, because I saw his laser sword. And I just thought that was the coolest thing ever. Made for a very difficult playthrough, but it was cool. I think I'll have one last attempt at this guy, and then I'll give up, and then I'll try another area of the game, rather than bash my head against the wall. I do like to try different areas. Yeah. Oh damn, I don't know what he hit me with there. Deathless. No bonfire. New game +6. Ooh. Yeah, so I ended up with a really weird Dark Souls 2 playthrough. Apparently, it's something to do with the fact that I have Scholars of the First Sin, in that there's more areas, so I ended up... I think my guys told me that I ended up in like some very strange places because I couldn't figure out where to go. So where you might think, oh, this castle's in the middle of the game, I might have like gone to there early, but then not being able to figure out and go somewhere else. Because there's this castle with Queen Nakisha or Natasha or whatever she is, and yeah, that has like a way through that I didn't find because I got lost in there and couldn't figure out how to make it proceed. So I went around and I ended up doing like the Iron Keep and thousands of other places before I figured out that we needed to be back in the King and Queen's castle. It's weird. I mean, it might just be called Castle Drang Lake, the one that I'm thinking of anyway. I think we might be hitting some spoiler territory here, because I've not done New Game Plus of any of the games yet, so I won't know about any, if there's anything new in New Game Plus. So I don't want to know about any cool new additions to New Game Plus, because I haven't got there yet. Like I'm gonna be doing it at some point, but that's before I've got there. So yeah, if there's anything super cool in New Game Plus, don't tell me about it yet. I haven't done it on any of these. So if there's like a regular New Game Plus thing that you always see in every New Game Plus in every FromSoft game, well, I don't know about it yet because I haven't even gone back to do... Oh, Asher Wall, Sacred Water. Cool. I haven't even gone back to the Dark Souls one because I was trying to do all of the games for a first playthrough before going back to doing the New Game Plus of the first game again. Then I can keep on like going around in a circle. So we've still got Demon Souls Remake and Bloodborne to play. I brought a PlayStation 5 the other day so that I can stream it through the PC. And then I've still got Sekiro to do and Elden Ring to finish. And then it's time for Dark Souls 1 New Game Plus. And this is when we're going to look for the DLC, see if we can find it. Whoa. Who's this guy up ahead? The guy in a white outfit.